Tony Dehl. We've been in the home approximately 6 months. We moved in November, end of November.
And you moved from where?
Waterloo, Iowa.
Yes.
Enjoyed 30, 40 years there. Grew up there as a kid, Cedar Falls and Waterloo.
Kitchen by Design. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What was the origin of?
We were appliance shopping and looking at a variety of different places. And Kitchen by Design is located right next to Best Buy. And we rounded that corner on the way to look at stoves. And I said, let's go in there. And so we stopped into Kitchen by Design, and gratefully we met Laura. Mm-hmm. And she instantly, because I had the measurements of this room and the island and things with me, and she drew up a little sketch for us and talked about what might work. And when you talk from a male's perspective about a kitchen, it's very different. So I immediately brought Sue back to meet Laura, and the ladies got it correct.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that's involved in picking the stone and finding exactly the colors, the match that you want. And I understand that you were looking at a granite stone before. Is that correct? And I'm curious, you switched from granite to quartz. What maybe was that reason?
You'd probably have to talk to Sue about that.
Okay.
She knew better than I did about what she wanted. I believe it was maintenance and care, and the shine and those type of things that she knows more about the difference between those two products.
Okay, so getting back to our story here, you were originally looking at a granite countertop, is that correct?
Yes.
And you met with Laura, and you were at our showroom?
Yes, we were at the showroom and looked at samples and samples and samples. And we were sitting at one of their counters. And I finally looked down at it and I thought, I like this. Mm-hmm. So this was why, we came with this pattern and color. And the quartz, after we talked, is more durable than the others. And that's what I wanted. It's so easy to take care of.
And another thing, you would have had to have a sealer on the granite. You'd have to be a little more careful. But the quartz is just so functional.
That's a great product.
Mm-hmm. So you're pleased with our installers. They came in and you had, a laminate?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was an ugly gray, and it just didn't work for her kitchen. And I had promised her that we would have gas in the kitchen, and so that comes with the stove. And as long as we were doing that, we said, let's redo the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. And I understand we had some... when our installation team, they hooked up the gas to the stove, is that correct?
I would definitely say that with Kitchen and Bath Design and Laura being in charge of things, that the plumbers came in on time, the carpenters came in on time, and the Elite Stone came in on time, and everything was done within that 2-week period.
So it went as scheduled?
It went as scheduled, and I was very, very impressed with them and what they did and how organized things were. I think the term that I might look for would be they seemed like a family. They were all looking out for each other, and they wanted jobs done so the next guy could come in and have a clean slate to do what they needed to do. And I think that's one of the nicest things about Elite Stone and Kitchen and Bath Design is that they were organized and they took care of us well. I was very happy with the service, the cleanliness, the product, the professional craftsmen that came in and took care of each job individually. I would have to say that I was very pleased. And and would recommend them to anybody else.
Great.
And when we went to Elite Stone, we went out to the Fabrication company in Lisbon at Elite Stone, and we got to see this piece of stone before it was cut.
You went to the selection center.
Yes, we went to the selection center, saw this, and that's when we added the sink and the faucet and the soap dispenser, which they had in stock. So we felt blessed that we weren't waiting on anything very long, and that everything kind of came together.
And you were kept informed of the progress, pretty much.
Yes, emails, a drawing of the kitchen layout. When Elite Stone came and did the laser measuring for all of these things, it's like they had a plan before they left on what was going to go in here, and that made me feel comfortable. Good communication skills from all of the people that we worked with.
Yes, and it does start with the design at our stores. Of course, we have 4 different stores, and you'll meet with a specialist. And anything with that process, I mean, with Laura, because Laura spent a fair amount of time here with you, or was it mostly at the store?
We met with Laura a couple different times at the store, and she was always pleasant, always answered the questions, and if she didn't have an answer, she would go and find out. Cost and pricing were always listed up front. We knew what we were going to spend going into things, and we kept adding things to make it look a little nicer.
So in closing, just a few questions. How have the new countertops impacted your enlightenment of the kitchen? You do have the ogee edge. That's one of my favorites. I love this edge.
love it.
Yeah, and the edge is quite complementary to this. So, anything else that you just want to add?
Very happy with everything.
Okay.
They did a good professional job and stuck to the timeline, and that's the most important thing to me.
Okay.
Very happy.